amazing feedback we got
from our previous video. Amazing. We did a how we met video.
Yeah.
You know, just 1 year in marriage and got married around this time last year. We did a video to talk about how we met, the feedback
has been amazing. So if you've not watched it, please go back and watch.
You don't have the right to watch this particular video if you've not watched that.
And also please like and subscribe to this channel.
You don't also have the right to be watching this particular video.
Yeah,
subscribe.
to get weekly content, weekly amazing content. Yeah. Thank you so much for staying. Thank you.
Guess what, guys? It's the launch of our show, the Prime and Groom show. Drums rolling. Yeah, this is the official launch. This is the first video we're going to be doing in this regard.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. So the Prime and Groom show. Okay, so let me tell you a little story around, about the Prime and Groom show. Yeah. So before we got married, we discovered that we have this passion while we're talking. While we're having conversations, that this passion that both of us share. Passion for young people, to reach out to young people like us, okay? Teenagers, single boys and girls, newlyweds. Of course, we discovered the part of newlyweds when we got married. Just got married. Realized that wow, there are a lot of experiences that we had in this last 1 year that we thought we could share with people too, who are just coming in or who are planning to come into this whole marriage thing. And that's why we're doing this. So the intention, the passion, that is pushing us to actually put out this show is the passion to, talk about the challenges, the issues affecting people in this category: teenagers, single boys and girls, and newlyweds. Talk about the social, cultural issues affecting them, and then offer our own bit, in terms of solutions, in terms of counseling. So we're going to be opening up our counseling platforms very soon. Okay, I'll tell you guys, if you have erring teenagers, or you're a single boy, single girl, you're having certain challenges, some of those pressure issues, facing environmental, social, cultural issues, that young people go through these days. I mean, singles, teens, you can reach out to us. We're going to be able to help you. Okay, so that's why this show is here, and then we're doing all of this with great mix of entertainment, fun. So it's not just going to be. This is just going to be about, talking about, we're not just going to be talking about serious things. We're also going to be bringing on elements of entertainment. We're going to be entertaining you. Okay, so so it's so great to be doing this. We've been on this journey for so long, like I told you guys. We started talking about Prime Revolution since last year. And one of the things that happened was we realized that at some point we were like, we're not even making progress with this thing. We'll talk about it today. Before you know,
let's start early this
6-7
year.
days after we'll come back to it. We'll put targets. Okay, let's start. We're going to launch.
February.
And then before you know it, February is here and there's nothing. So
start in March. We kept pushing. Okay, finally we're like, let's get branded. Okay, finally we don't have a video editor. Okay, finally we don't have this one. We don't have that one.
Little by little, we're able to solve all those problems. And here we are. So I learned a very powerful lesson from the journey that led us to this place. The lesson, of consistency. Okay,
and starting out.
So
someone said the best time to start a great journey was yesterday. Yeah, but the second great time to start is now.
Yeah. So if you didn't start yesterday, you can start today. Okay, yeah. So if you have a dream, stay on it. Even if you've experienced a couple of failures on the journey, stay on it. Okay, stay on that dream, pursue that dream, and see to it that you get it off the ground. And so we're pushing this one off the ground, and we're taking it in ground side. Yeah, consistency as well. Stay. At times, consistency is just about doing little bits of, something.
Making sure you're not
just doing one little bit. You don't have to do so many. Most times we judge productivity by the volume of what we did.
Taking baby steps.
Yeah, but at times it's just about taking baby steps. One little step at a time. Little drops of water that make a mighty ocean.
Exactly.
Put it together and it gives you that huge results you're looking for. Okay, so that's why we are here today, because we follow these principles. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we want to share a couple of stories with you on some of the challenges we faced, as young people while we were growing up as teenagers, as singles. Yeah, some of those vices. My wife has told me a lot of things, and I would like her to share some of her own story too, and I'll share some of mine. Yeah.
Yes, growing up as a teenager, it was quite challenging in the sense that, you know, there were lots and lots of things, you know, peer pressure, you know, and all that. The need to conform to the norm, to what is available. And you know, if it can happen, if this happened to me way back,
way back, imagine way back in our time, it was so terrible. Imagine what young people are the kind of pressure now they are going through now.
Yeah,
you know,
I was under pressure to get a double piercing, and I actually did. I did it myself, by myself, for myself.
What class were you then?
I think I was in SS2.
SS2 wanted double piercing.
So
and it was not your friends were doing it, right?
Yeah, I stood in front of the mirror that day. It was on a Saturday. I got new earrings.
Can you imagine the pain she went just because she wanted to do it?
And I enjoyed it. I tested this. I enjoyed it. And you know, if I was able to do that then, how much more now? You know, how much more was happening now? There's just need to, you know, look in a certain way because of what our friends, because of what our classmates, because of what is happening around us. And all these things, you know, they are not good.
They are not, though. They are not. They need to want to be an adult, and that's it for girls. Most times, teen girls, the pressure they face is the need to want to, you know, dress like adults. Yeah, they need to want to.
I never wanted to look my age at all.
You see a lot of young girls today. You see them. Like
I wanted to paint my nails.
I'm like, is this one a secondary school child, a teenager? You know, they look all decked up.
I wanted to do makeup. You always wear makeup
and all of that.
And all.
Yeah, and I don't think those things are actually so bad and good. But the challenge with that is that most of them do it at the expense of. So they, you know, most of them judge relevance at that age, you know, with those things instead of judging relevance on the basis of, you know, your intellect.
Exactly.
So they don't compare. So we
don't prioritize.
I remember when we were growing up, you know, the big girls in my class then were secondary school. Then were the ones who knew how to look good, the ones who knew how to learn, you know, the ones who knew how to take care of themselves. Nobody, there was not much respect for those who were intelligent, smart, and maybe probably were not so good looking. And you understand? So that was the pressure then.
And it's just the way our society shapes us. You know, you see a reality show that celebrates, you know, fashion and all that, having more attention than a reality show that
there are hardly media contents that, you know, promotes intelligence. There are a couple of them, but just few.
And it doesn't have popularity compared to
those ones that celebrate, you know, fashion, celebrate, you know, looks and all of that. So, you know, so it's always the challenge that young girls face. But for me as a guy, or for teen boys in my time and even in this age, one of the biggest challenges that they have is the need to want to prove their masculinity. Young boys, you watch them, they always want to, even from, you know, babyhood, you know, you see young children, 2, 3, 4 year old, they're already beginning to look for ways to give expression. So it's not a bad thing, but most of the time, the challenge with that is that most young boys, you know, see it as a definition of masculinity. So we see physical strength, we see the ability to attract girls.
Oh,
For us in secondary school, then that was it. It was just about the girls. The girls. You know, how many girls can you attract? Nobody was asking you. Because in my class, I was one of the best students in my class, but I didn't have much value for my friends. I didn't because then, you know, I had influence. I was battling influence complex when I was in secondary school. Yeah, I will tell you the story about that maybe when we do a series or an episode on self-esteem. I'll tell you how that happened and, you know, how I came out of it. But I battled it. So it affected me. I was smart, but I didn't have what it takes to attract the girls. I wasn't so good looking, you know, I was looking so terrible then. So then there was no respect, there was no dignity in those things. So the only people that had dignity then in secondary school were boys, macho guys,
who were sagging, who knew how to fly their collars and
the ones who could talk back at teachers, the ones who could fight, the ones who
could do a day shit to cane.
You understand? Exactly. And the ones who were involved in cultism. Yeah, cultism. It was a big issue then. And I remember how God saved me. You know, those days, something that happened one time that I had that pressure. There was that pressure to want to belong, to want to show my classmates and people around me, my friends, that I was not really the weakly bad guy that they think I was. So what I started doing then was, I had this classmate of mine who was always telling me, you know, telling us stories about cultists, my secondary school classmates, about cultists. So So the stories were so interesting because, for us that was what it means. That was what it meant to be a man. Like that you had to be violent. You had to be able to fight, bust on people's heads. Do all of those things. So I'll go to the house, then I'll lock myself in the room and I'll be fighting with imaginary beings. I'll carry stick, carry bottles.
Like imaginary beings.
Practicing how to bust on somebody's head, how to stab somebody, and all of those nonsense. And I thought I had practiced, I thought I had learned. So one of those days, I think it was after an exam that we had. So some boys in my school, I grew up in Benin, my school then had a clash with some other guys in another school. I think it was a CULTIST clash and all of that. So, normally when they fight this kind of fights, what we do is we just stand as the onlookers, we just stand as the onlookers, stand on the side and just watch and, just see what's happening, right? But on this occasion, I said no. I'm going to use the opportunity to show my friends and these people that I don't
rehearse. I don't practice.
So I
imaginary guys.
The fight between David and Goliath. So one camp stood here, that one stood here. Then at some point, one guy from this camp, as my school came out, the guy from the other camp, one of the guys came out. I think the two guys actually had issues, the issues that brought all the other guys together. So they call it mending in Benin. If you grew up in Benin, what I'm talking about, they call it mending. This one started mending this one. I think one of them had a battle axe, the other one had a bottle. Say, I go bust your head, I go choke you, I go do this one, I go cut you. So me, I was just standing on we're on the flank. So I was standing and I was like, this guy from this other school, if he touches this guy from my school, I will show him.
Hey!
I just carried somebody's market on my head. I was fuming, I was violent. Show my people, and there were girls around. So I wanted to show myself. The luck I had on that day was that fight did not happen.
Jesus is Lord!
Talking.
But then just imagine if it had happened.
Some other guys came, some other big bosses then came and settled them. And
just imagine if it had happened. Like, what would have happened? He would have been seriously injured.
Maybe I would have even died. It was supposed to be a very violent fight. So, and that thing continued though. Even up until when I got admission into school, I had intentions to join the cult group when I get to school. Yeah, but God loved me so much, and in my first Sunday service in school, I went to church and surrendered to Jesus, and that was it. And that was how that ambition just died.
Hallelujah.
Amen. So I can relate to what young people these days. You see young boys, secondary school boys, primary school boys, they're involved in cultism now, and it's destroying our society. Okay, so that's why we're here. We're here
and also
to
help, for the young guys.
We're here to tell you guys, what you can do if you have young people in your care that you're having such issues with. There are things here. There are ways to help every teenagers, and of course we have we're going to have content for young single boys and girls as well.
Guys, young girls.
A lot of the pressures single people go through it.
I had my fair share.
No, please, maybe you should share one story. Let's hear.
I remember during my BSc time, I had the plan to actually travel to Canada for my masters and all. But then, in the package was also to attend wild parties, to binge on alcohol.
My wife
to experience all those things, one night stand, blah blah, all those things that I see in the movies. I felt there was nothing wrong for me to experience that since I'm a young person, and then growing up, I never had that kind of experience. So I was like, let it just be a different thing. I wanted to experience.
So she wanted to travel away, go from home,
free.
Free like a bird. But I think God caught her too. Something around that time. And none of those things happened. And for me, it was almost the same thing too. After, when I got into school, I did a lot of church fellowship activities. I was a bookworm. Those of you who are my secondary school friends, now I was a bookworm. I was a scholar in school. So my books, fellowship, basically, and then a couple of friends that I had. But when I came out of school, it was the same thing. But in 2017, I said, no, let me experience life a little bit. Because the pressure was much as well. There were so many young people around me, friends that I started making who wanted me to follow live a certain way. I started putting certain pictures in my head, ideas in my head. So I said, let me explore these things. In 2017, I went haywire. You know, since 2018. So it was 2018 December, towards the end of 2018, around August, that I decided, I made a vow, you know, to leave some of those things. Like I made a vow of celibacy. Yeah, because before that time, 2017 and 2018, I had gone crazy with the girls, you know. So in that I said no. 2018 August, I said okay. I came back, gave myself wholly.
The Lord found
celibacy again,
and
decided to go back to all the things all the values I used to have, pursue those values. And between 2018 and 2020, when I got married, there was not a single girl that came into my bedroom. I didn't take any girl into any bedroom. And yeah, so some people think it's hard to be celibate. You know, yeah, it's not. It's not hard to be celibate. It takes a lot of discipline, but it's possible. Okay, it's possible. So that's why we're here. There are several other things, you know, that you're facing right now. Some people tell you that it's impossible to marry a virgin these days, or to marry, you know, to not engage in premarital sex. But I want to tell you that it's possible. This woman right here that you see, she has you know, experience in those areas. Not married to my wife. No man had met her. She, you know, signed. She was still sealed up for me, delivered to me as a fresh package. Okay, and it's possible for young girls these days. Yeah. So we have a lot of experiences. Trust me, a lot of personal experiences that we, you know, want to share with you guys on this show. And starting about it, and I just want to. Just want to tell you guys to stay with us on this show. We have a lot of the slogan for this show, the caption for this show is young, fun and uncensored. Okay, yeah, so we're young, we're reaching out to young people.
You have it
There's a lot of fun that, you know, we're going to be presenting to you guys, and we're going to be sharing uncensored content. When I mean uncensored, I mean raw. We're going to be going raw, dealing with.
There's no forming, no
pretense. It's going to be as we are. We're going to be laying it bare, you know, before you guys. So we encourage you to stay with us. If you have not subscribed, please do so right away. And also click the notification bell so that whenever we drop a new video, you get it ASAP. You're one of the first persons to watch it and to, you know, be engaged. Okay, so like the video as well. Maybe comment with us. Tell us something about what you learned from what we talked about. Tell us you share your own story with us.
Or what you have faced, or what you overcome.
What you face, what you're facing right now. And if you want to reach out to us personally to find out some things, you can reach out to us through our email.
Check the description.
So follow us on social media handles on Instagram and on Facebook as Prime and Groom. As Prime and Groom. You can follow us. You can, you know, we're going to continue this conversation there. Okay, so reach out to us through our email. What's our email again, babe?
The Prime and Groom Show at gmail.com.
Okay, it's going to be on your screen as well. So please reach out to us. We want to hear from you. We want to help you solve your problems. We want to be there for you. Trusting God. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
See you guys.